Right, guys, today we're going to look at the 2013 transformation geometry or higher level, question 5. Right, so the question, I'm just going to start it off. I'm starting this question, it's going to be up near the top left hand side of the page. I'm going to keep down maybe 80, 90 mil. And I'm going to start over close to the left hand side, you can't see, so yeah, close to here. So you can start seeing from, so that point is going to be my end point. Now I'm going to start off with my radius 25. So I've got my compass already set to 25. Swing an arc, bring it over, that's going to be my center point. And here is going to be my radius for my arc. Now, I'm going to keep going. I've got two smaller radiuses, so this hopefully will be my right measurement. Is tad bigger. So I've got my smaller compass set up to be these small radiuses, which is perfect. And then I want to draw my trapezium above it. So the whole thing is 70 long, so 35 either side. And it's 40 in height from top to bottom, so 20 up, 20 down. Am I missing anything else? Just, yeah, make that in dark. Okay, sorry. So I just tilt that up a little bit. Sorry, I'm doing this at home during the middle of the coronavirus. Okay, so there's my initial points. My point P is going to be important. So my first point P is here. Now, P1 is over 30 and down 45. So let's get that one done. Down 45, light line across, over 30 from the edge of here. And here's my point P1. And it says from P to P1 is central symmetry, so I'm going to have to draw that. All right, find my center point. I'm messing up this a little bit. Bisect this line. So that's my center point that all my points are going to go through. Now I'm just going to start with my circle for the time being. So everything goes through my center point and the same distance out the other side. Now I kind of want to gauge just which way this is going. So I'm going to set my compass down in the middle, so up to the top. Perfect. So now I can see this is going to be the bottom of my circle, this is going to be top, so my circle is going this way, and I kind of have an idea of what way the whole shape is going to work. I'm going to bring across my other points through the center point. I'm not going to worry too much about trapezium just yet. Yeah, perfect. So I'm going to make sure I'm kind of drawing similar axis. So here's my point P. And then if I get my little compass, I'll be able to mark in my center points. Okay, my compass is just leaked a bit. Sure. Sorry guys, I've no rubber either with me, so that line is going to have to remain in. Stupid little mistake. Then my final points, through P out the other side. If you get stuck, just line this up beside it so it's kind of easier to see. There. Okay, on to point P2. So from straight across the page. So another 1635. So there's my over another 60 and then 35. So there's my point P2. You can see. Yeah, sorry, quality is a bit low. P2, we are going an axial symmetry from P1 to P2. So same as before. Join up my P's. Bisect. And here is my axis. Now, everything about this axis has to go through this and out the same distance on the other side. So, it's my mirror reflection is this one. So, I'm just going to bring down my base point again so I know it's this way. It's going to be mirror at this point. I'll bring over my ends of my circle just for the time being. I can bring over everything else later. So in the axial symmetry, everything goes through the axis and out the other side. So there's my two ends of my circle. And on my top is going down this way, so I know my circle is going in this direction. I'm going to copy my radius from the original drawing, just to keep everything the same. Stand down P, stand down through my arc. Now to find my two center points, same as before, we go through P and out the other side. And then bring up this parallelogram. So lined up straight, yep. So that one might need to be made a little bit bigger. Right, so I thought this one needed to be made a little longer. Maybe I'm done. Right, so stand the axis, switch it out to the center, and on you go. The bottom point. This one I thought was longer. Probably would have got away with. Sure. Here we go. So I can join these all back up. So there's P2. On to P3. P3 is just a translation. So it's over 80 from P2. And it is down 40, 90. So here's my P3. So everything goes parallel lines the whole way around here. Yeah, now this might just disappear off my page slightly, so if I move this over a little bit. There we go. So main points, there's my bottom, top, bottom, all translated down. Yeah, I'm not going to do too much more just for the time being because it'll just get a bit confusing. So my compass to the distance from P2 to P3, swing them off. So there's my two endpoints. We know translation, so it's going this circle. It's going to be going the same way again. So back, set my compass. Compass. This. And swing my arcs. Then trapezium. So 74, so my compass is distance between P2 and P3. There we go. And then parallel lines. Or strike off my distance. So you really need to be accurate in this drawing because if you don't, things kind of get a little bit unparallelogrammy shape. So as accurate as you can with these drawings. And finally, I need to do P4. So P4 is from P3 back my 35, which is that point there. I need to go down 40, 90, 110 mils. So here we have P4. Now, really important, this question, you rotate it clockwise through 120 degrees. So clockwise means I'm going to be standing somewhere where my thumb is and rotating this way the whole way around. And it's going to have to measure 120 degrees. So, like the last two parts, first up, we are going to join P2 to P3 and bisect the line. When we bisect that line, I know I'm going to be standing somewhere on this line, standing here and swinging clockwise around. Now, remember our parallelograms. So, we're going to have an isosceles triangle. An isosceles triangle, two angles are the same, two sides are the same. So I want this middle angle up here to be 120 degrees. So there's 180 degrees in a triangle. So 180 take away 120. is 60. 60 divided by 2 is 30 degrees. Now, because this is during the middle of the coronavirus, I do not have a protractor with me, but I did do this makeshift one, and luckily for me, 30 degrees is on it. So there is my 30-degree mark. Join this back up. So now I know that this angle here is 120 degrees. 30 and 30, which all add up to your 180 degrees we're talking about. Right, so next I am going to do is just rotate around my two endpoints and get an exact location for them. So stretch my compass out. Swing it around here. So that's perfect, that goes through that. And then this one is going to go a little bit further. Now, so this point is going to have to go up to the center point and down here somewhere to get 120 degrees. This point is going to go from here up to the center point and over this way to get 120 degrees. But if I have one of these points, I can get the other. So I'm just going to focus on this far point for a second. I'm going to join my light line up to the center point, and I'm just going to measure off 120 degrees here. So just to mark it from before, you should I can't do this on 120, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of estimating on this one just because I don't have 120. 90, 115, so 120 is going to be approximately here. If I had a protractor, I could measure that exactly, but I can work backwards in a second. So here's one point. Actually, much better plan. I'm going to set my compass back up to the original distance. So there's my original compass. I know this is going to have to stand up there. So there is my location for that point, and there is that location down the bottom. And I know my curve is this way, so my curve is going to be the same down here. Join up these points. Lightly. And then do these little arcs. And finally, then much easier. So first point. Second point. Top point. Finally, this point. Yeah, to get these points, I'm just going to do kind of a little bit lazy cheating way. From P to this far distance is going to be the same distance from P to this arc here. So there's one. I know the distance from here to here will be the same. And it should be the same from here to here. Yeah. So same bottom curve. And they should line up in the middle here. So yeah, mine's tiny shake off, but not too bad. Join them up. And there's the final question. Now, the P at the start, that was the one that was going to confuse me, especially because it didn't have a protractor that I couldn't measure back up like I was talking about here, up and over. But, like I said, if we knew our compass, we knew our starting point, and we knew where it landed up somewhere here, so it could stand on P and swing an arc. Much more exact. Okay, just be slow and be accurate with this question, especially the rotation. Pause, rewind it if you need to. Thanks, guys.